Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class we know that the most important program, the program is the factorial of a number, and we completed such factorial of a number by using the concept is the for statement. Now let's, in today's class we are going to complete one more program, and such program also going to complete by using the for statement. Now let's, what's the question of the program? The question is the program to generate, here I am going to generate some of the numbers and n Fibonacci numbers here using the for statement. Clear this point? Clear the question of the program here. Again I am going to repeat, the question is the program to generate n Fibonacci numbers using the for statement. So in this case, before going to start any explanation or the solution of the Fibonacci numbers here, first some explanation I want to tell here. That means in our 12th century, the Leonardo Fibonacci discovered a simple numerical series, and such a series only called as the Fibonacci series here. So who discovered the Fibonacci numbers? That means the name of the scientist, or we can say that the name of the developers here, the Leonardo. Okay, Leonardo Fibonacci developed or discovered a simple numerical series called as Fibonacci numbers here. So what about the Fibonacci numbers? So in this case we can say that, or the definition of the Fibonacci number, we can say that means the first two number in the Fibonacci sequences are the 0 and 1. Okay, the first two number in Fibonacci sequence or series are 0 and 1, and how will possible to get the next number here? So we can say that the next number or each subsequent number is the sum of the previous two. Okay, kya is the sum of the previous two? Maybe some of the confusion, I think. That means some student cleared the point what I want to tell in this case. What's the meaning of the is the sum of the previous two? I already said here who developed this one, and later was I said the Fibonacci numbers. So first two number of the Fibonacci numbers are 0 and 1 here, correct? Now later was how to get the next number. As we know that this one is the first number, this one is the second number. How to get the third number? The third number means the each subsequent number or the next number is the sum of the previous two. Okay, now let's the list of 10 first Fibonacci numbers here. So for example, again I am going to list some Fibonacci numbers. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so first 10 list of the Fibonacci numbers are, as we know that in this case here the first number is the 0, and second number is the first two number. Okay, by definition the first two number of the Fibonacci sequence are 0 and 1, and how to get the next number? The next number means the third number here is the sum of the previous two. So 0 plus 1, the value is 1. Okay, now later fourth number 1 plus 1. Okay, the previous two, don't add the next this point here. The first of all, just to get this number, add it these two. 0 plus 1, the value is 1 here. Now later next one, just to get the fourth value, that means 1 plus 1, the value is 2 here, and to get the fifth value, 2 plus 1, the value is 3 here. Okay, to get the sixth value, 2 plus 3, the value is 5 in this case. To get the seventh value, 5 plus 3, the value is 8 here, and later next one, to get the ninth, correct? Now in this case here, to get the 8th value, as we know that this one is the first number, second number, third number, fourth number, fifth number, sixth, and this is the seventh number, and later next one to get the 8th number, that means 8 plus 5, the value is 13. Okay, so this is the 8th value here, and later next one, to get our 9th value, that means we need to add these two. 8 plus 13, the value is 21 here, and lastly just to get the value number 10, that means we need to add the 13 plus 21, the value will get as the 34. Clear this point here? So this is the list of the Fibonacci numbers here. So clear this point now? So about the Fibonacci number, now just we are going to complete the program here. It is also the practical program. So I already said how, what's the solution and how we are going to generate the number. First, just by taking the first two number here, it possible to generate the next number, because we know that the next number is the sum of the previous two here. So I already completed this chart in this case here. So as we know that the F1 and F2 value, correct? Now if you are going to add the 1 and second value, the first and second value, the first and the second value, it possible to get the third value. So first and second value, it possible to get the third value, the value is 1 here. Just to get the next value, that means 2 and 3 we need to add here. So it possible to get the fourth value, correct now here, and just to get the fifth value, that means we need to add the third and fourth. So it possible to get the third value here, and later to get the sixth value, that means we need to add the 5 and 4, correct now 5 and 4, it possible to get the sixth value, and later next one is maybe to get the seventh value, means we need to add 5 plus 6. Okay, it possible to get the seventh value. So maybe if you want the eighth value, means you are sure you are going to add the 6 and 7. So it possible to get the eighth value, correct? No. So in this in this solution also I completed the same here. Just to get, by taking these two I completed the value third value, and by taking these two I completed the fourth value, by taking these two I completed the fifth value, and later next one by taking fourth and fifth I completed the sixth value. So this is just only the chart of this point here. So clear this point? So this is about the solution of the Fibonacci numbers. Now let's laterwards we are going to complete the flow chart as well as the program of the Fibonacci series. Okay, after completing the solution of our Fibonacci numbers, we know that how it possible to generate the next number, just by using first two number. As we know that the first two number, correct, now 0 and 1, just it possible to get the next number. So as the next number is the sum of the previous two. Okay, now after completing the solution, now let's about the flow chart. Okay, so in case of the flow chart, sure we need to use start by using terminal symbol. Next I want to import some value. The value is n value, correct? No, here maybe the n value is equal to 10. Maybe if you want to make the calculation till 10, if you want to make the calculation till 5 here, so depend on your inputting value to the n here, it going to make the calculation. So just only before going to take the calculation, we need to input the value. So input value again by taking the symbol is the input symbol here, and with that we need to initialize some of the value, that is the first value is equal to 0, correct? Now as we know that means in our Fibonacci number, by definition the first two number are the 0 and 1. So first value is equal to 0 here, and later next one, after that by using the process symbol only I am initializing the value to the second value is equal to 1 here. The first value is equal to 0 and second value is equal to 1, and after that with that I am using one more. As we know that this is about our for statement, then sure we need to give some of the I value, but here I am not using the I value, I am using the I instead of the I am using as the count. Okay kya? So I am going to count the value, that means maybe fifth counting is there, maybe the sixth number counting is there, maybe seventh number counting is there kya? So just only I am going counting, the counting value is equal to 1. Clear this point here? The counting value is equal to 1. So that means first of all I am inputting value to the variable gyan here, and later next one initializing. First value is equal to 0, then second value is equal to 1, and also count value is equal to 1 by initializing the process symbol. And later next one, after that I am using one condition, and what's the condition I am going to use? So in this case, okay, let's will use in next point here. So just only I am going to complete in next point the same thing. Okay, it is the continuation of this flow chart here. So I am taking one, that means it is the continuation, correct? No, it is the continuation of the flow chart by using our connector here. So I just connected from one to another here, the connector, and later next one, it's not necessary. If you are going to write in one page only, don't go to write A and A, don't want any connection, okay, but here, that means here it's not possible to complete the flow chart here, so just only I did the connection, okay, from that means it is the continuation program. And later I am checking one condition. The condition is count value, okay, less than is equal to n value, till where it going to check the condition. If count value, as we know that the count value is equal to 1 value is maybe the count value is equal to 1, okay, n value is equal to 5, first value is equal to 0, and second value is equal to 1, as we know that each and everything. Now for example, the count value is equal to 1 and count less than is equal to 5, that means till the 5, till where the count value, maybe the count value is equal to 5, till 5 it going to make the satisfaction in the condition. When the count value is equal to 6, then sure we need to stop the program, correct na kya? So just it going to check the condition. If the condition is true, okay, if the condition is true means sure we need to add the previous two numbers, correct? No, just to generate the next number here. So first of all, before going to add the previous number, first of all we need to display the value of first two number. So display first. What's the meaning of display first? Display first means not just only going to display the 0 value, with that it going to display the 1 value also, the first two number. So don't think about here first means going to display the 0 value only here. Display first means it going to display first two number of the Fibonacci series here. The first two number of the Fibonacci series 0 and 1, okay. So display the 0 and 1 in this case here. And how to get the, so display first means by using the output symbol here, by using the output symbol, and later next one I am going to take the calculation. How it possible to get the next number? How it possible to get the next number? That means we need to just only, we can say that to get the third number, that means we need to add first and second. To get fourth number we need to add the second and third, correct na kya? To get the fifth value here, that means we need to add the third and fourth in this case. So we can say that to get the next number we need to add first plus second, okay. So clear this point here. Input n, first value is equal to 0, second is equal to 1, our count value is equal to 1, then I am checking one condition, count value less than is equal to n. If it is condition true, then sure it going to add the value. First of all going to display first two number 0 and 1, and how to get the next value? Just by adding first and second number, the previous two, it possible to get the next number, okay. And later next one, after that we can say that in this case here, so whatever I am thinking, the second number that is equal to first, okay. Whatever the second number is there, for example here I am going to tell F1, F2, it possible to get F3, correct na kya? F1 is the 1, F2 is the 1, that means here we can say that the F1 means 0, and F2 means 1, so it's possible to get the answer of F3. Correct here? So later next one, just to get the value of F4. So which one we need to add? We need to add the 2 and 3. Okay? 2 and 3 here. So that means here we can say that whatever the second number is there, we need to take it as first. The second number, how we are going to count? This one is the first number, this one is the second number. Now after getting the third answer value, maybe if you want the fourth answer value, that means this second one is there, no? This second one we need to take as first. Clear this point? This second one is there. Again I am repeating, this one is the first, this one is the second. Okay? Now when you are going to count the fourth value, the second value we need to take it as first. So just only I completed the second value is equal to first. Okay? And later next one is about our, after that lastly we can say that whatever we are thinking, the next value is there, no, that is equal to second. Okay? The next value is there. So this one is about our, the second number is equal to first here, and whatever we are thinking, the next number that is equal to second. So it possible to get the fourth position value, okay, or the fourth value here. So clear? So just only I completed here, display the first, then how to get the next value, first plus second here, and whatever we are thinking, the second number that is equal to first, and what we are thinking, the next number that is equal to the second. Okay? And later next one, sure we need to make the connection, that means till where it going to satisfy, till the condition become true. Okay? So all those procedure going to satisfy till the condition becomes true here, or maybe here we can say that maybe sometime if the condition become false. Okay? If the condition become false, then sure nothing is there. That means we need to stop the program. So this is the flow chart about our Fibonacci series. So clear this point here, the flow chart of the Fibonacci series. So clear? No? Now let's how to write the program. So in case of the program, now we know that it going to start by using header file iostream.h, and also the second header file conio.h, or maybe in case you want to display one after the another, then iomany.h. Correct here? Then after that the program going to start by using wide main, open close, and opening of the floor bracket indicates it starting of the program. Later was what are the variables are there we are going to use in the program, we need to declare the variable. So the variables are n. Correct? No? The variables are, I want to declare, one is n, second one is the count. And with that also I want to declare some other variable by using data type, that means long. The variables are first, second, next. Okay? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನಾನು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. n very small number 5, so integer data type is suitable to the variable n, and also count, that means till 5 times we are going to make the counting here, so it also a small number, so int data type is suitable I think so to this variable here. And maybe long, that means well we are going to count the numbers here. In case if you are using int, no any problem, but also such program need to use, that means such program need to execute for any type of the numbers. Okay kya? So just only I am using the first comma second comma next semicolon, and later next one is the CLR SCR. Okay? CLR SCR, as we know that we already used the header file conio.h here to clear the screen, and later I am displaying one message. The message is the cout. In case I wish to display any message, message by using cout and by using opening of the double quotation I am entering the number. So enter a number when it going to display the message. Sure you are going to enter some number through the keyboard. Okay kya? And just only when it possible to input the number through the keyboard by using the sin function. So sin n. Okay, that means we need to input some value when it going to display the message. Enter a number, we need to input some value through the keyboard. Okay, in this case here. So that means we completed till here only this program. Now I am initializing the two variable in this series here. So first two variable in this series. So as we know that how I declared, that means in small letter only. So I am declaring first value is equal to 0 semicolon, second value is equal to 1. So that is called as the initialization of first two numbers in this series. That is first is equal to 0 semicolon, second value is equal to 1 semicolon. Now later words we know that by using the for statement we need to complete the program. That means sure I am using the for concept for syntax only here. So for here we used count value, correct? No, the count value is equal to 1. So I am using count is equal to 1. Count value less than is equal to n. Okay, count plus plus. Okay, so this one is the expression 1, expression 2, expression 3. That means you need to write here. Okay, so you need to write in this case continuation. So here we can say that for count value is equal to 1 initialization. So counting value is equal to 1. I initialize the value to the variable count equal to 1. Then I am checking one condition. The condition is count value less than is equal to n. Okay, the count value is less than is equal to n. Then count plus plus 1 by 1, it going to check the condition. If the condition is true, then sure the block of statement going to execute. Correct? No, 1 2 3 4 the block of statement. So I open the flower bracket here. Now first of all display the first. Display means sure we need to write the cout. Okay, cout first. So as we know that if you are using double quotation such variable first, that means it going to display as a message. If you are not using double quotation, that means whatever the first value are there 0 and 1 going to display. Okay kya? And later next one, with that I need some of the space between the values. Okay kya? So I used the \t, that is called as the tab. As we know that what's the uses of the tab, that means it leaving some of the space between the numbers. So we can say that now I completed, that means I completed count value is equal to 1, count less than is equal to n here, and later next one count plus plus, that means going to move 1 by 1 here, and later words if the condition is true display the first number, that means cout, and I am not using the double quotation okay to the variable first because here I want to display the value of the first here, and also I want to leave some of the space between the number. And later next one is, as we know that the next value is equal to first plus second. How to get the next value? As we know that when you are going to add the first and second number, then it possible to get the third number, and when you are going to add the second and third number, it possible to get the fourth number, and when you are going to add the fourth and third number, it possible to get the fifth number. So we can say that how to get the next number by adding first plus second here, and later words we know that whatever the second value we are thinking, that is equal to first number. Okay kya? The semicolon is there. I am using the semicolon. The meaning of the semicolon means the compiler thinking this is the termination of this statement. Okay, so after terminating, just jumping to the next statement to read in this case here. So we can say that the first value how I written here, so that means the first value is equal to second, and whatever we are thinking the next number, such value is equal to our second number. Okay kya? So the next value whatever we are thinking, that is equal to our second number in this case here, the second number, and later we know that just only we need to close the floor bracket, we open the floor bracket. So we need to close the flower bracket, nothing is there after that. Now lastly, just to complete the program, we need to use the get ch open close and finally the closing of the flower bracket. So this is the program of the Fibonacci series number. Okay kya? That means first of all we need to take two number, then only it possible to display the next number. As we know that the first two number are 0 and 1, and how it possible to get the next number? That means by adding 0 and 1 it possible to get the next number here. So first of all it going to display enter a number. Okay, enter a number, we need to enter till where you want to make the calculation. Maybe 5 means 5 or 10, first 10 Fibonacci number means 10 in this case here. As we know that first and the second number, what are the value for first and second here, and later was it going to make the calculation. If condition true, all those statement going to execute. If the condition false, that means comes out of the structure here. So it going to generate all those numbers. So this is the program about our Fibonacci number by using the concept of the while statement. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.